Good day everyone. Today we will be discussing all about greatest common factor. But before that, let's try to have a review first. So we will get the greatest common factor of the given numbers using prime factorization. Or somehow we can also say factor tree method. Okay, so we have 20 here. So all you need to do is to break this down. So give me two factors of 20. That will be 2 times 10. 2 is a prime, yes, and 10 is not, so you have to break this down. So 2 factors of 10, that would be 2 and 5. 2 is a prime, 5 is also a prime. So therefore, the prime factors of 20 are 2, 2, and 5. 2 times 2 times 5, that is 20. So this is now the procedure on how we are going to get the prime factors of a given number, and we can use this one in getting also the GCF of the 2 or more given numbers. We can have an example here. Let's try to find the greatest common factor using prime factorization. Let's get the GCF of 15 and 10. So again, we need to get the prime factors. We can have 15, that will be 3 times 5. 3 is a prime and 5 is also a prime. So therefore, the prime factors of 15 are 3 and 5. Okay, that's it. Now let's move on to number 10. Give me two numbers aside from 1 times 10. So the two numbers that can be multiplied and the answer is 10 would be 2 times 5, or 2 and 5. So 2 is a prime, 5 is also prime, so therefore the prime factors of 10 are 2 and 5. Now take a look at, try to check, is there any common number? Yes, there is only one common number, and that number is 5. So therefore the GCF, or the greatest common factor of 15 and 10, is 5. So we got the GCF of 15 and 10 using the prime factorization. Now let's move to another example. We have 30 and 20. So we will have to break this down. You will tell me, sir, or Mr. Brian, the two numbers that can be multiplied, the answer is 30, could be 3 times 10. And that's correct. So 3 here is a prime, but 10 is not a prime, so you have to break this down like that. So you can have 2 times 5. So we are done. We were able to get the prime factors of 30, and the numbers are 2 times 3 times 5. Okay, that's good. Now let's move on to number 20. We need to get the two factors of 20. Aside from 1 times 20, we can say 2 times 10. And 2 is a prime, but 10 is not, so you need to break that down. Okay, so let's have two factors of 10. We can have 2 times 5. So therefore, 2 is a prime and 5 is a prime, so we have to stop the process because we are done getting the prime factors of 20, and the numbers are 2 times 2 times 5. Now try to check. Is there or are there any common numbers? Yes, there are. And the numbers are 2 and 5. Since there are two common numbers, all you need to do is to multiply the common numbers. Common 2 and another which is the common number, which is 5. So 2 times 5, the answer would be 10. So therefore, the GCF of 30 and 20 using the factor tree method is equal to 10. Okay, again, if there are more than one common factors, all you need to do is to multiply the common numbers. 2 times 5. So the answer is 10, and that's the GCF. Okay, let's have another or the last example. We can have 32 and 24. Okay, let's break this down. 32 first. We can say 2 times 16, and that's correct. 2 is a prime, 16 is not, so we need to break this down. So we can have 2 times 8. 2 is a prime, but 8 is not, so we need to break that down. 2 times 4. 2 is a prime, but 8 is not a prime. 4 is not a prime, so we need to break that down. So that will be 2 times 2. So therefore, there are many 2's. Okay, so therefore, the prime factors of 32 are, I'll just write it here so that I can maximize the space. Okay, how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 times 2. Forgive me with my penmanship, students or viewers. And 2, 4, and the last one, 2, and that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's move on here with this number 24. 2, okay, I have 2 times 12. That's correct. 2 is a prime, 12 is not, so we need to break this down. So 2 times 6. Wow, okay. 2 is a prime, 6 is not a prime, so again, we need to do the process by breaking it down. 2 times 3. So 2 is a prime, and 3 is also a prime. So we need to stop the process. So therefore, I will just write it here. 24, the prime factors of 24 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And now let's try to look at if there are common numbers. Yes, there are. Same. 2, 1. Another 2, 2. Another 2, 3. So therefore, there are 3 2's that are common. So you need to multiply them. 2 times 2 times 2. So therefore, the GCF of 32 and 24 is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So the GCF of 32 and 24 is 8. So again, you have to multiply. If there is more than one common factor, you have to multiply the common factors. And that is the concept of getting the greatest common factor of 2 or more numbers. So thank you for listening. I hope you learned something for today. Have a nice day and God bless everyone.